at the Polytechnic University. Also, we have an experience more than 6 years in teaching English language teaching. Also, especially I received the degree in the English language teaching, ELT. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nachirvan.
Yes, hello everyone. So some of you know my name already. My full name is Nejirvan Hassan Josel. So it is a little bit difficult for some people to pronounce my name. It's Nejirvan, which is Che, is very strong there. Nejirvan Hassan Josel. I am a faculty member at the University of Zafa. I teach at the Department of English. I teach different subjects like English skills, and I also teach syntax. I did my BA studies as a combination between the University of The Hague and the University of Berlin in Germany. And also I did my master's in general linguistics at Newcastle University. Beside my academic profession, I am an internationally certified transcriber. I do transcription job. Yeah, my research interests are mostly in lexicology. I did publish a number of papers on English lexicology. Besides that, I have some songwriting hobbies. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Hadi?
Yeah, sorry. Well, as you already know my name, I'm Hadi Hussein Haji. The last name is Haji. I'm a university lecturer at Rahbarin University, Kurdistan region, near the border of Iran, Kaladza and Rania, which is like a very beautiful place. Hope that one day you can visit and like see each other. It's really a nice and interesting place. I've got my master's in linguistics, specifically in pragmatics. So, but as a result of like lack of teaching staff at our university, I teach like different subjects besides semantics and pragmatics. So including reading and writing, including, for example, linguistics as a separate material, and also ELT methods for our fourth year students. Yeah, and my research interests are within semantics and pragmatics, specifically the things that happen in computer-mediated communication or digital-mediated communication. I'm interested in that. Yeah, that's all I believe. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Hakar, Omar, and then after Amani Mehdi will go.
Thank you so much. I'm Amani Mehdi Hussein, MA in Linguistics. Actually, I'm one of the faculty members at the College of Education, University of Baghdad, Department of English. Actually, I have 8 years of experience in teaching English grammar. I'm interested in pragmatics, and this is my major. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
you're welcome.
I apologize if I'm not saying your names correctly as I call you, but please correct me when you
Amani Mehdi.
Amani Mehdi.
Yes, Amani Mehdi Hussein. This is my last name, Hussein. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, Hakar Omar.
Yeah, my name is Hakar, representing Korea University, and Korea University actually is one of the best universities in Kurdistan region. So I have MA in TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. So I'm a TEFLer actually. And I've been teaching at English department at the same university for about 11 years. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mohammed Saeed.
Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Ismail Mohammed Saeed. Mohammed Saeed is my surname. I am lecturer at the Duhok Polytechnic University. I teaching microbiology and immunology subject. That's my perfect subject. And now I am a PhD student last year. I hope I completed this year. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. What's your PhD in?
And also it's microbiology, medical microbiology.
Oh, and is this in English?
Yes, it is part of biology. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hozan.
Right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Hozan from Suleimani City. I have MA in English Literature. I teach English for academic purposes at International English Language Center of Suleimani Polytechnic University. We have different courses for English, some of them for adults, and the major one, the EAP, English for Academic Purposes for university students, first grade. We call it foundation, actually. I'm interested in reading as a hobby, and that's all. It's nice seeing you all here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Jian. I'm not sure
Yes.
how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry.
Jian. Hello, everyone. I'm Jian Fadel Asad. I'm from University of Suleimani. Actually, I have a master's degree in English language and linguistics. Now I'm PhD student. I teach phonology and essay writing in my university. Thank you.
Thank you. So are you and Hozan colleagues? Do you know each other outside of our Zoom?
No, I'm from University of Suleimani, and I think she's from Polytechnic University, yeah?
Oh, so this is the same.
Same
Yeah,
city, but
same city, yeah, but different university. Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome.
Maria Mohammed.
Yes, Maria. So my name is easily to be pronounced as Maria Mohammed. I'm from University of The Hook. I've got my master's this year. So it's what brought me here is that my thesis was about discourse analysis and about the language of webinars. So the language of the internet or the webinars presented in American universities. And I'm a lecturer at the University of The Hook. I teach reading and writing and English foundation to other departments like history or geographical department. And I'm married. I have got 3 children, and that's it.
Thank you. So are you conducting a discourse analysis of us?
Maybe I will if I have the recording.
Wonderful. Well, you'll all have the recordings.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Hussein.
And we already have a transcriber. Sorry for interruption, but just to complete the joke.
Oh, I really need that. I really need that.
Yeah.
We have a whole research team here. That's wonderful.
Exactly.
Hussein Gumar. I'm sorry, I'm trying to say your last names because I know we have a couple people with the same first name.
Sorry. Thank you so much. My name is Hussein Gumar Karam from Wasit University. I have MA in ELT from Baghdad University. Now I am a lecturer at English department. Actually, I have participated more than 1 courses in previous with US Embassy, like this webinars, and I have participated with Oregon University, approximately in 10 courses in ELT. Thank you. Sorry for there is no electric in my room. I have used mobile phone now.
Oh, I'm sorry that this is probably using a lot of your data. But
Yes,
thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Ahmed Hamza.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My full name, Ahmed Abdel Jalil Hamza. I got MA in ELT from University of Baghdad. I got, 20 years experience in teaching English. and now I work as a lecturer in the Department of English, College of Education for Human Sciences, University of Babylon. Thanks a lot.
Great. Thank you so much. And you said you've had 20 years of experience.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, our next person, their name is in Arabic. And although I have studied Arabic, I haven't studied it in 15 years. Whoops. And hold on, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to ask you for your help to tell me.
I think her name is Ala. Her name is Ala. The only one who provided his name in Arabic is Ala.
Aha, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Ala, can you introduce
Hello,
yourself?
everybody.
Welcome.
Hello,
Thank you,
everybody.
Ala.
Nice to meet you. Ala, not Ala. Ala.
Ala.
I am male, not female. Yeah.
It's عين not
Sorry,
It is
Ala.
the
Yes,
same
Ala.
pronounce. In Arabic, it is the same pronounce. Ala or Ala. Ala.
correct. It is عين not a.
Yes.
But someone else, it's not you. I guess someone else, I guess. Ala Abdul Azim.
Oh, interesting.
Glottal sound is not available in the US
لا
transcription system.
اتصور اكو سوء تفاهم، يعني اكو شخص اسمه علاء واكو ايضا ست آلاء، بس استاذ علاء بالانجليزي مكتوب اتصور.
Yes, that's why I
Yes,
the only person who provides his name in Arabic is Ala.
So actually we have two screens because there are so many of us that if you look on the right and left of your screen, there's a little blue arrow. And if you navigate between them, I do see two different names in Arabic, but they look like the same name to me. Well, that's okay. Let's go through with the Allah, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, who first introduced themselves. And then at the end, if we have anyone who hasn't introduced themselves, they can go ahead. So Allah, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ala Abdul Azim. I am from Najd. I am assistant lecturer in Kufa University. I am teaching ELT in Kufa University.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's see. I think Maria Mohammed has introduced herself. Hussein, Mohammed Abdul Razak.
Yes. Muhammad F. Abdul Razak, do you mean?
Yes.
So thank you so much, dear Kathleen, our ministerial director, Dr. Sahira, dear colleagues, dear nationwide friends, dear nationwide TEFLers and TESOLers and English language teachers in general. Such a pleasure and privilege to have this opportunity that's being offered by the Iraqi Ministry of Higher Education, as well as the US Embassy, the embassy of a country and a nation that once held the slaves, but later became the freest nation and the brightest democracy the world has ever known. My name is Muhammad Fiz Abd Razzaq. My surname is Muhammad Al-Alwani. I was born, raised, and received my early education in Ramadi, Anbar. I am an Anbar University graduate. I received my BA degree in English from the University of Anbar in 2008 during the wartime. So I found myself a wartime student, a wartime graduate. Then I worked in a full-time job at a private construction firm as an office manager and assistant translator. Then I moved to the University of Baghdad to pursue my graduate program in linguistics, and I received my MA degree in linguistics in January 2012. Fortunately, in 2013, I received a PhD scholarship to pursue within the United States. But in fact, unfortunately, due to the war with the last conflict in Iraq and the budgetary challenges that Iraq has faced, the scholarship program has been suspended, unfortunately. We are still hopeful that the program might rebound and we can rejoin our graduate programs in the United States or in the UK to pursue our graduate study. I currently teach English language in an undepartmental setting at the University of Fallujah. I instruct English language. I teach Headway series at the School of Applied Sciences at the Department of Applied Chemistry and Applied Medical Physics, as well as on lab technology departments. I focus on grammar and vocab capacity building for students. I believe that this is a basic opportunity for them to work better, to think bigger, and to act bolder in their English language communication skills. So I am currently homebound. We are in a lockdown due to the COVID-19. So that's all about me.
Very nice to meet you. I hope you'll be able to eventually follow through with the scholarship you were awarded and come
Thank you so
study
much.
in the
Thank
US.
you so much, Kathleen.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Okay, Adnan Al-Hamoudi.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adnan Adil Al-Hamoudi. I'm from Mosul in the north of Iraq. I graduated from the University of Mosul for my BA in Translation and Interpretation. And then I was lucky to get a scholarship to the United States, and I finished my MA in TESOL at the Monterey Institute of International Studies in Monterey, California. I got back home in 2013, and ever since I've been teaching English. In the beginning, like for the first couple of years, it was like freelancing at like here and there institutions of language and language centers. Then I started teaching English at the university level at the University of Hamdaniya. It's a small city between Erbil and Mosul. So it's 50 minutes drive from Mosul and also from Erbil. So it's kind of in the middle. And I've been teaching different courses especially in my field, applied linguistics, language teaching and learning.
I'm afraid that Adnan cut out for a second, so we'll come back to him when he's able to rejoin our Zoom.
Okay.
Ahmed, he's
back again.
Wonderful.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
Yeah, technology, I'm sorry. I've been teaching different courses, including language assessment, teaching of writing, ELT courses, listening and speaking, and syntax as well. So, and just to mention some of them. So my total years of experience is maybe 6 to 7 years, including my college teaching experience. My dream is to get back to the US and get my PhD from there as well. So I'm kind of working on that, but COVID-19 is the hurdle for now.
It certainly
and thank
is.
you. Nice to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Ahmed
Likewise.
Fahid. Oh, I think you need to unmute yourself. It should be in the bottom left, Mr. Fahid or Dr. Fahid. Not sure.
It's Ahmed Fahad.
Aha, thank you. Let's see, you're still unmuted.
Fahad means a tiger in English.
Yes.
I think it's right now. Hi everybody, and actually nice to meet you everybody here. I hope the network is very well to reach my voice there. I am Ahmed Mohammed Fahid. I am English teacher in Nisan University. I had complete my MA in linguistic department in MSU, Marajan in India. Also, I have published 2 papers, one of them in applied linguistics and second one in translation. And I hope I complete some paper in my future. Now I am English teacher in English department, special with, I currently study in conversation subject and applied linguistics. That's it. Sorry.
Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay. Mohammed Farhan.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, before giving my introduction with myself, I'd like to pay special thanks and gratitude to Dr. Sahara for nominating me to such this program. I think I'm going to do my best in order to learn as much as we could. I thank you very much for you, Dr. Kathleen, for your efforts and time. My name is Mohammed Farhan. I'm a lecturer of English literature, teaching Victorian novel for 3rd class BA honors. I have BA in English linguistics and language. My modern translation from India, Jamia Millia Islamia in New Delhi. And I have my MA again in English literature 2008 from Jamia Millia Islamia in New Delhi, India. Anything else, ma'am?
Thank you so much. And what is your favorite book? Your favorite book in Victorian literature?
Victorian literature, Jane Austen, for example, Dickens, so many novels are there. But we are trying to focus, pay attention to the syllabus that we're teaching our students daily. So we're reading novel in chapters, chapter by chapter, giving full discussions in terms of characterization, vocabulary, symbols, themes, etc. But my favorite writer is, for example, Heart of Darkness. It's my favorite book because I like post-colonial literature more than Victorian literature. If you're familiar with SPC, post-colonial literature, it's a huge paper in terms of English literature. The issues are complicated, dealing with human genders, racism, so on and so forth.
Well, thank you. This is so interesting. We have people with backgrounds in the sciences, in linguistics, and in literature. What a diverse group we have.
Given that you are a theatrist.
Correct. He's my colleague again, Mohammed, and Mr. Allah again, they're my friends. So glad to see you again all.
Wonderful. All right, thank you. Mahmoud Rakan.
Dr. Kathleen, I think you have an educational background in theater and literature.
I do, yes. My undergraduate degree is in theater, and then I had the good fortune to
I took a look on your LinkedIn account.
Oh, my LinkedIn account. I need to delete my LinkedIn account. I created that years ago, and I always forget it exists. Oh, I'm writing a note to myself.
But it's important for you.
True. Thank you. All right, now let's see. The person I just called on, I think.
It's me, Mahmoud Rakan.
Oh, really? Are you okay? So you're logged in to 2 devices then, I think.
Yeah. You know the problems of technology in Iraq. So that's why I don't want to miss. I wish I should not miss anything. Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Mahmoud Rakan. I am a university lecturer at University of Mosul, Department of English, College of Education for Humanities. I got my MA in 2013 from University of Balmain, Lebanon, in English literature. And I like the American literature, and my thesis was about the American culture during the 1950s.
What did you find in your thesis?
Yeah, I wrote about Allen Ginsberg, Howell, and other poems, and I wrote about the Beat Generation, and I discovered many things about America, the other face, not the political one, but the cultural one, and what was going on in the 50s, which I think, in my view, and this was my argument, was a very critical era in the American, not just literature, but even history.
Wow, that's very interesting. I'm going to tell my mother because she actually knew Allen Ginsberg a long time ago.
I like him.
Yeah, my mother does as well. So
Allen Ginsberg, Jack Kerouac, William Burroughs, and others, and Cassidy and others.
Oh,
Lawrence
fun.
Ferlinghetti.
All right, thank you so much. Wafa Al-Tamimi, have you introduced yourself yet?
Not yet. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Okay, my name is Wafa Hussein Al-Tamimi. I am from the south of Iraq, specifically in South Lebanon. I hold master degree in teaching English as a foreign language from University of Baghdad. Currently, I am a staff member at English Department, College of Education, Islamic University. At the same time, I am a lecturer at the Staff Center, which is a center that provides the required preparation for high student candidates. Also, I am a member in Iraqi Translator Association. That's why I am the official translator for the English website, the College of Education and the College of Physical Education.
Great, thank you so much.
I teach specific materials inside. Yes, I teach specific materials or courses inside the department. But since I'm interested in speaking and communication, that's why that was the major that I was studying, focusing in since the master courses till now. So I always try to focus on speaking and communication inside the classes, trying to eradicate the mute English phenomenon inside Iraqi classes, and try to bring out the best of me in order to remove any obstacles that students may face in speaking and communication, trying to find the fluency that they will need in actual life.
Wonderful, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's nice to meet you. And Ban Kadim Abed, thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Ban. I am a lecturer at University of Technology. I teach English for non-departmental students. I like teaching English. I like to be a teacher. It is my dream from childhood to be a teacher at university. Now I am a PhD student at University of Baghdad, and I hope I will complete my study. Thank you all, and thank you for Dr. Kathleen for this opportunity to know her and know all of you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
To meet you too.
Hamid Hussein Hamasaid.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, you pronounced my name correctly. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm Hamid from University of Halabja. I now teach listening and speaking skill to the second year students. And also I teach methodology, language methodology, methods and techniques of teaching to the third year students. I did my master's in the UK in TESOL. And also I did the Fulbright program in 2018 in the United States. I was one of the participants of Fulbright visiting scholar program in 2018, sorry. And also I'm interested in methodology and theories of second language acquisition. These are my research interests. As I said, now I'm a lecturer at the University of Halabja. I teach different subjects, like I said. Thank you. That's it for now.
Thank you so much. It's funny, we're teaching exactly the same courses right now. Methodology and theories of language acquisition.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Has Hadi Haji introduced themselves? I think some people are signed in on 2 devices. Yeah, you've introduced yourself. Who has not introduced themselves? Great.
Me also.
So let's see, I see Inas, Talib, and who else said me?
Me.
Me also.
And also Wafa here.
And also Tana.
Sana. Anyone else?
Ala.
Yes, me, Ala. Ala.
Oh.
Ala or Ala? Both.
All right, let's get the 2 Allahs out of the way now.
Okay.
So let's have our not out of the way. Let's welcome them to our webinar. Let's have the ladies first. So Allah, would you introduce yourself?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Kathleen. My name is Ala Latif Jabbar. I have a master's degree in English language and linguistics since 2007, and actually from that time to now, I'm teaching English to students of engineering and information technology. In addition to my work in a training center in the presidency of Al-Nahrain University, where we gave courses in English language proficiency test, especially for those who are intending to get higher degrees in master or a PhD. Of course, our courses are conducted nowadays online all the time. That's all for my introduction. Thank you very much again.
Thank you. It's so nice to have you here.
Okay.
Oh,
thank
and
you.
who's this? That's your...
Yes, this is my son. Okay, that's why I'm muting. Okay, thank you very much.
It's lovely to meet you. And
thank you very much. Thank you.
that's one of the nice things about teaching online as well, is we can meet each other's families and pets. Maybe you'll see my dog. Let's see, is okay, our other Allah, and I know they're pronounced differently, but it's very challenging for me. So could our other Allah...
Kathleen, do you know the difference between Ala and Ala in Arabic?
No.
Ala means graces. Ala, graces in English.
Graces. Wonderful.
Ala in Arabic means highness. Something
Highness,
too
yes.
high.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Highness and loftiness.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Maybe I'll improve my Arabic during this.
Ala in Arabic, a female name, has to do with something graceful.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you.
All right. So Allah, Highness.
Yes. Yes, Highness.
Okay.
Yes.
Lofty.
Yes, before I'm going to introduce myself, I want to say thank you for you, doctor, for this opportunity. I think this is a great opportunity to meet you. And also I want to thank my colleagues, I'm talking about teacher and advisors, who not only volunteered their time and contributed to this feature, but also offering their classroom as sites for observation hours. Their guidance and advice will be appreciated by many students pursuing the teaching professions. So I want to introduce myself. My full name is Ala Sadoun Mohsen. I am a teacher or a lecturer at University of Anbar, College of Education for Humanities, Department of English. I got my MA degree in India from University of Pune. That's why I'm interested to complete my PhD with literature. I'm talking about American drama. So I hope all of you will be safe and to complete this workshop. And again, I want to thank you. I want to say thank you again for all of you.
It's very nice to meet you. Thank you. It seems we have a lot in common too with drama. Inas, would you mind introducing yourself? Did we lose her? Oh, I think she may have dropped out of the internet connection. That's okay. We'll come back to her. Wafa, could you introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Wafa, in Arabic, Wafa, Wafa Shakir. Yes, I am one of the staff members in Basra University, which is at the south area in Iraq. It's a really big honor to be in this workshop and with my other colleagues from different regions in Iraq. I have got my MA in psycholinguistics, 2006. And so I've been teaching at the English department, College of Education, University of Basra since 2006. And also I was lucky enough to get some of my TOT certificates from the US in teacher training. One I have got from Arizona State University and the other from Cincinnati University. And since then, also since 2010, I have been a teacher trainer, and up to now, I train teachers on new methodologies, new techniques, skills. And my main major in the department, I teach, and I love to teach. Not only I just teach it, I love to teach skills like reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Though I have an MA in linguistics, but I don't like teaching pure linguistics. I like teaching skills mostly. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to gain new knowledge from this workshop. I'm looking forward to learn from you, Dr. Catherine, and from my colleagues. And thank you very much.
Thank you. I also have a love for language teaching methodologies. That's my particular research interest as well. That's exciting.
Thank you.
Okay, Thana. Is she still
Yes,
here?
doctor. Yes, doctor. Good evening. Good afternoon. My name is Thana Hindi Saleh. I had an MA in translation. I teach in College of Medicine and Al-Nahrain University. I teach English for medical purposes for 20 years now. Sometimes, yes, sometimes I feel I know a lot about medicine, maybe more than about English language itself, because I teach everything about kidney, liver, heart, and so on. Now, newly, we start to teach the Headway series to the students of medicine. Besides, of course, the English for medical purposes, studying English for medical purposes. And because of this pandemic, now we are forced to use the e-learning. I wish that this pandemic will end as soon as possible, and may God save you all. I wish to finish my PhD study in English speaking country. Thank you very much, Dr. Kathleen, for your efforts, and thank you very much to all my colleagues. May God protect you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Appreciated as well.
Thank you.
All right. Inas. Talib. Inas.
Talib.
Talib.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Inas Talib from College of Education for Women, Baghdad University. I've got my, I graduated from College of Education for Women, and I've got my MA degree in literature. In fact, my specialized is in English literature, drama. Now I'm teaching second course. I'm teaching now. Now I'm teaching them a drama, and especially the Elizabethan drama. I give them an introduction about that important period. Then for the next semester, I'm started to teach them the modern drama. And this is my, by the way, this is my first course training in my whole life. So I'm very happy to be with you. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's so interesting. We've got two drama people here, several medical people, some pure linguistics folks, and then some methodological folks. That's wonderful. Lovely to meet you. Let's see, I think we're missing Sadiq Al-Maged. Have you introduced yourself?
Not yet. Thank you very much for having me, Kathleen, and I'm happy to meet you and my colleagues. I did my MPhil and PhD in Swansea University, United Kingdom, and I was fortunate enough to get my English language for internationals in University of South Carolina, United States. And my research interests lie in the discourse analysis of textual ideology and securitization, especially those presented or delivered by the political speeches and political leaders and the elite group of the developing countries. Currently, I'm teaching general linguistics and discourse analysis at the University of Dhaka, the very south of Iraq. I did teach phonetics, and this is, to be honest, require too much work and the lip reading and in-person meetings with the students, and this that's why I've joined this course to find out some of the new techniques to develop or just improve the methodological ways of communicating with the students, especially for the teaching of phonetics. Thanks again for meeting you and for meeting my colleagues. Thank you.
Lovely to meet you as well. Phonetics. I think I saw your answers on the survey. That's very interesting. Phonetics is not a field that I have studied very much, other than in my basic linguistics courses a long time ago. So I'll be interested in learning from you as well about phonetics. Let's see. Hayam Al-Muslimani, have you introduced yourself? And I'm sorry about pronouncing your name.
Okay. So I think good morning, Kathleen, and good evening, everybody. I am Hayam Al-Muslimawi from College of Basic Education at Mustansir University. I've got my MA degree from the same college, College of Basic Education, and I'm specialized in methods of teaching English language. And actually, now I'm teaching conversation course and testing courses and teaching general English for non-departmental purposes. Actually, I'm interested in teaching children more than teaching adults, but now I'm teaching adults at this college. And thank you.
Dear Kathleen, I believe you muted yourself, so you have to unmute it.
Thank you, Hadi. This is one of the benefits of having a co-facilitator. Thank you so much. It's lovely to meet you all. Have I missed anybody's introductions? Has anyone not introduced themselves yet? Okay, wonderful. Well, as I noted yesterday, we have such a diverse group. So I think it will be really very engaging to learn from one another over the course of our 6 weeks together. Now, I think what we should do is take a little break. So let's take a 3-minute break and then we'll come back and continue. So I'll see you in about 3 minutes, okay? Okay, let's come back if you're ready. And if some people are still taking a little bit of time, that is all right. On the, oh, I wonder, Hadi, were there any questions or issues during our introductions?
Well, so far, no questions, but just I want to like make sure whether all the participants, all the dear teachers and lecturers to mute their mics so that we do not have any interruptions while someone is speaking.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And if you speak and we don't respond to you, it's because, like me, you have forgotten to unmute yourselves, which is just a part of being on Zoom. In the chat, I've dropped a link to our Google Classroom. And this, in response to an earlier question, is where you will find the videos, the recordings of our program together, as well as some other materials, resources, and discussion boards. Oops, but I sent it only to Sadiq. I have to change it to everyone in the meeting.
I was about to ask for that, yeah.
Now we got it. Yeah.
You got it? Wonderful. So could you click on that and navigate to the Google Classroom? And I will give you a minute to do that. And then I'm going to share my screen and we'll do a brief overview of what you can find there. Okay, if anyone's having issues accessing our Google Classroom, can you type in the chat? Okay, so yours.
Hawkar Umar's account does not work, and even mine as well does not work. I believe there might be a kind of restriction regarding the extensions of the emails. Because, for example, we are, for example, using our university accounts. I believe from Sahakar as well, since he's from University of
Mr. Hadi,
This is the same for
problem
me.
here.
I cannot join using my university account.
So I advise all the other teachers, if you have.
I have the same problem.
Oh, okay, I see. So
Is it necessary
I
to
believe
use the email of the university or not?
this is the solution, I believe. If you have your personal account, Gmail account, just try to log in using your personal Gmail account, not the university accounts.
Good.
Okay.
For example, I'll try this for myself, and I'll let you know in a second. Just let me see.
But as I know, when you use your university account, there are more privileges than when you use the Google account or the normal Google account.
Yeah,
but
still it is a Google
account.
It did work using the the personal account, to be honest. Yeah, so I did use it, yeah. Not the personal account or not the university account, but the personal account, yeah. It's working right now.
Actually, guys, I joined with my Gmail account, not the university account, and it worked.
Yeah, it's often, I think, as a user, so not as a host. If you're creating the course yourself, it could be useful to do that through your university account.
Fixed.
But if you're accessing it as a student, then accessing it through a Gmail account will be easier.
Dear Kathleen, just let me tell the others, because now I believe in Iraq, specifically the universities use a kind of like their private email account, but still this account is considered as a Gmail account. But for those who have problems logging into the classroom, to the Google Classroom that you have created, try to use your personal account, not the university account. At that time, you will not have any problems logging in.
Thank you, Mr. Hadi, for the information.
Perfect. I also just sent the link via an email, so that's in our email chain as well. Is everyone now in the Google Classroom?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I'm still now not in the classroom.
Ahmed?
Oh, yes, I'm in the classroom, in the Google Classroom.
Amani's in the classroom. Ahmed,
Yes.
you're in the classroom?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone not in the classroom?
Just write down your names in the chat for those who can't join, and so that
I
we
am
can
currently it cannot downloads. The page downloads the Google Classroom.
There are only 12 people in the classroom.
Okay, hold on.
So for
you can check from the people in the classroom, Google Classroom. You can click on people and you can see and check.
So I see now, I think I see some of the people.
Hadi, by the way,
class.
can I join with my personal email rather than my university?
Yes,
sorry.
I think it will be easier for you if you join with your personal, if you
Sure.
join with your Gmail account.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then, okay. Hadi, can you tell me the names of the people who are not currently in our classroom according to the chat?
Okay. Ala Abdul Azim says cannot access. Just let me talk with Ala. Ala Abdul Azim, did you use your personal account or the university account?
No, university account.
So if you have your own Gmail, like a personal, a private Gmail account like yours, not the university account, use your own account, okay, not the university account. At that time, you will be in the classroom, okay?
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, this is for Allah. Let me double check. Muhammad Rakan?
Yes, yes, Hadi. Yes,
So
I hear
you. Do you have any problems logging in?
Yes, I'm trying to enter the class from my personal Gmail.
Okay, okay. If you have any issues later on, let me know.
But Mr. Hadi, it needs a code. I need the code for the class.
Well, I believe that the code is inside the link. That's why if you press the link, there is no code. Otherwise, you can, for example, we can give you a code. Dear Dr. Kathleen, there is a code in the classroom. Just let me see if I can access. I believe I cannot, but you can give us the code and I will give them the code. Or there is a code at top of the screen of the classroom. When you press the settings, there is a code for those who cannot access using the link.
All right, 1 second.
If you send the, I say the same thing. I have accounted before, but she said he asked me the code of the join the classes.
Okay, okay, very easy.
This is our code. So if it's asking you for a code, you can enter this.
Yeah.
Okay, Ban, are you in the classroom?
No, I can't access, sorry.
Are you accessing it through your Gmail account?
I will try to, the link you send it. I will try it.
Perfect.
Ban, just try to sign in with your own email, I mean Gmail, and it will be easy for you.
Okay, so we have
thanks.
Muhammad Rakan.
I will try.
And I am going to send this code as well.
I did it.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to put it in the email too. Okay. Oops, sorry, that just went to Thana.
My account say the class code is the correct form, but your current access does not have access permission.
It's so interesting.
Dear Hero, I believe your account is the university account.
Yes.
So that's the problem. Do you have your own Gmail account?
The same problem. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll repeat it again for the others who have the same problem. Please don't use your university account that is provided by your university. Use your personal Gmail account. Okay. At that time, you can log into the class without any problem.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Hadi, I already used my university account, but when I used my personal account in Gmail, I mean, it's not allowed to me to access.
So you are opening the link, you mean? When you open the link,
yeah,
you can
I mean, from the link, already I contact from the link, but it's not allowed to access in the class.
So I believe you have two emails opened in your browser, which is Google Chrome, or for example, the other browsers. Try to log out from these email accounts. At that time, when you press the link,
I think that I think the
select one
problem
of
right
them.
now with the internet is not that much fast to process.
No, sorry, Hadi. Just ask Kathy to accept him or her to accept
Okay,
her
so
or his access, and that will be okay. And it's
dear
easy.
Kathleen, I believe some of the emails require you to accept them in
Yeah,
order to
yeah.
like sign into the class. If
Yes.
there is
Okay.
anything like invitations or acceptance, just accept them.
All right. So if anyone, so we have 24 students in our class right now. If you
We are
are
missing
not, sorry, what?
We are missing 4.
Going
After this
now.
moment, I believe 4 students haven't signed.
Okay, so could those 4 students please type their personal email and university email into our chat in the Zoom?
At that time, you can send an invitation link using their email addresses, and they will be easily in the class.
Mm-hmm.
But Kathy should be resend the link in order to invite them.
You know, the procedure is you write down your email in the chat, and Kathleen is going to copy and paste the email in the invitation link inside the classroom. An email, which is called an invitation email.
Yeah, exactly.
Ban, can you type your email into the chat, please? If you're not into the
Yes, yes. Okay, I will do it. Okay.
Wonderful. And please type your Gmail as well as your university mail. I have a list of your emails, but I only have one email per participant. And I do find that it's easier to manage Google resources with everyone's Gmail rather than institutional accounts, although it is possible. So I can put in, whoops, hold on. I can put in, oh, this is already open, that's why. Bodhi, okay. Okay, so Ban, you've just had a.
I gave you my personal email and the official email.
Perfect.
Our
And
university.
I've got
the first one, Bodi, BODI. This is the personal. The second one, ban.k.abd. This is for the official one.
Perfect. So I've sent a
Hadi, hello, Hadi, can you help me, please?
Yes, yes, dear.
Just check my classroom. Am I again?
Just let me see. Ahmad, let me see, there's no problem. Hamid, Gina, Ahmad, we have Ahmad Hamza, you're Ahmad Fahad. Not yet, dear Mawasa Ahmad, not yet.
So could you type your, Ahmed, could you type your Gmail and university email into the chat for me, and I can add you individually? Ban, you should have received an email invitation to join specifically as well.
Will do.
And I can't invite the uotechnology.edu.iq email address to our course, but I can invite the Gmail addresses. So Ahmed, if you're having issues accessing the course, if you type your Gmail into our chat and then log into Gmail on your browser, I can invite you through that process. Then you
I
just
think
have to.
I am in class right now. I'm already accessing a class.
Wonderful. Okay, we've got 25 students.
That's why I'm asking Hadi, check me, and he's already reply me. You are your name there, Ahmed Faid. Right? You get it, Mami?
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, so far we have 25 participants.
Take it, please.
We have Ahmad Hamza again, Maria, Ahmad. So you used your name. So the email address is with Ahmad.
Yes, FH.
I don't see Ahmad.
It is found. Ahmed is found, but it's written in Arabic, not in English.
Yes,
found.
Good.
Is this you?
Yeah, Ahmad Fahad in Arabic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Yes, right.
Perfect. All right, great. So we're all in the classroom. That's great news, or at least most of us are in the classroom. If you're not in the classroom, that's okay for now. You can follow along through my screen share. And then if you could stay a little bit, if you can give a little bit of time to stay after our meeting, then I can help you access the classroom through through an invitation. So let's move on to the tour now, and you can stay at the end to get some help accessing the course if you're not in the course already. And if you can't stay, then you can WhatsApp me or email me, and we can find a time that's convenient for us this week to make sure you can access all of the materials. And Hadi, if you could just keep an eye on the chat and introduce or inform me if anything really urgent is happening, and otherwise you can go over the questions at the end. And thank you so much for your assistance. It's greatly appreciated. All right, so in Google Classrooms, when you actually, let me, I'm sorry, I'm sharing my account as a teacher right now. I would like to share instead my account as a student. Okay, so this is what it should look to you as a student. If you go to your Gmail and you click these buttons up in the top right corner and scroll down, you'll find your Google Classroom. Or if you click the link, it should take you to our Google Classroom. If you're enrolled in several classrooms with the same email address, these will all appear here. One trick that I use, if you're teaching a lot of classes, it can be a burden on your storage in Gmail to have multiple courses in one Gmail account. So I actually create a different Gmail account for each course that I'm managing. Because that way you get free storage, and Google is not constantly asking you if you want to purchase more storage to have access. And you can create as many Gmail accounts as you would like, and then your storage is free. So when you get to the course, over here, any new materials will be displayed. But where we are going to find the bulk of our materials is in classwork. So when you navigate to this page, there are several different topics. We have discussions, digital tools and resources, activities from today, activities from yesterday and resources as well, video recordings of our Zoom meetings, and important links. So let's start at the top and go through these discussions. So in terms of, and if you wouldn't mind muting yourself just now, that I would appreciate it, just so we don't have some extra noise in our Zoom program. So when you navigate to discussions, I've posted some questions. Now, I know that everyone here is extremely busy. Everyone has personal lives, everyone is dealing with the pandemic, and everyone is also teaching probably multiple courses. So this is an ungraded course. It's not a requirement, but if you add things to our course, I think it will be really useful, because any questions you add here, A, I can respond to them and everyone can see the response, and B, I can use these questions to help inform what will be most useful for you to look at in terms of online TESOL methodology as we go forward. So I will use your questions to shape our workshops. So in here, we've got the first question. If you found a good idea or resource for teaching TESOL online, please share it here so we can all benefit. So I can type my answer here. I like using, whoops, Doodle, turn in. And now other people can reply to my response in our discussion board. The next question is, share any questions about online language teaching here. So yesterday, I think there were questions about how do you access WhatsApp? Turn in. Now we have all together a record of everyone's questions and concerns related to our program. We can reply. I have this question too. I remember also somebody asked about how do you manage an online Zoom poll during a meeting, or how do you use breakout groups? If you asked those questions yesterday and those questions haven't yet been answered, this is the perfect place to ask those questions. This question, share any insights from your own practice here. If you've tried something related to online TESOL instruction and it went very well, or it went terribly, please feel free to post your experience here. And the final question is informal chat and maintaining connections. We have people from the same city, from across the country, from across the globe together. So feel free to use this space to connect with one another. If you need a transcriptionist for your research project, type that question here and maybe our transcriber will respond. Okay, so I'm going to go back to classwork. Digital tools and resources. These are tools and resources for teaching TESOL online. So let's look at what they are. Okay. The first one is sharing resources. And this is where you can upload any resources that you have found or created for others to use. So by adding to this Google Classroom, we can create a database of tools and activities that are useful for your particular context. And yesterday, Ahmed Hamza was kind enough to send me a lecture that he has conducted on descriptive writing with Google Docs and Google Meet. So he sent me this lecture and I've uploaded it for him here. But you actually have access to this Google Drive yourself. So if you have a lecture or a resource, you can click here and you can add a file to our Google Drive. This will go to our desktop. You can choose your file, click upload, and it will appear here. Okay. In this folder, if you click readings, this also takes you to our Google Drive. And I've created 3 separate folders on readings that are connected to our course. I haven't had time yet to upload our language teaching methodology readings, but I have uploaded some web articles on digital instruction. I will continue to add resources over the course of our time together. So this list of resources will grow, and I will make sure that you have access to this folder as well, editing access, so that you can add useful readings that you find too. Down here, these are academic articles or research articles related to online teaching in general and related to online teaching during the COVID-19 pandemic. And interestingly, most of the research out of Iraq right now on the COVID-19 pandemic and its effect on online teaching is in the field of medicine. So that may be useful to some of you who are teaching in the field of medical Englishes. But hopefully the strategies that they discuss as well will be useful to us all, even if we're not in that particular field. Okay, moving on. The digital tools section, this will navigate you to a Google Sheet that I have created for us on resources for using online tools to teach language. We have here, for instance, Google Classroom. What is it? Well, you can manage your course online. Its format is a learning management system. This is the link to access it if you would like to create one of your own and you haven't yet. Then there are 2 training instructions. Here you have YouTube videos for how to. I find that when I'm learning new digital tools, often the easiest thing to do is to watch a video, because if you watch the video, you can actually see how people are setting up their sites. But some people prefer reading text. So I have links to text instructions as well. And over here, I have videos and websites of teachers sharing how they have employed these tools in their own classrooms. I will be adding to this as we continue through our workshop over the next 6 weeks, but you can also feel free to add. And I'll just have to make sure that I've gone through and changed my settings so that other people can edit. And I'll show you how to do that. If you haven't used the Google Suite before, which includes Google Classroom, Google Slides, Google Sheets, and several other things, Jamboard that we used yesterday. If you want other people to be able to work in your website, hold on, let's just say done. You navigate to the top of the screen and click share. And then you have to change this. So I prefer sharing through links rather than adding emails, because so often when people send me their email address, there's a small problem like an extra period. And if that is off, then people can't join our resource. So I share with a link and you can click. You don't want to click restricted because then people won't be able to view it. You're going to choose anyone with the link and then come over here. You can set it so that they can only view it, but not make changes, so that they can only add comments, but not make any significant changes to the document itself, or change it to be an editor. So now you are all editors. And the only thing that means is because we can all work in this document together, you want to be careful not to delete anyone else's work. So make sure if you're adding something, you start a new row and you add your columns this way, because if you write over this, you'll delete it. Okay, so digital tools and resources. I'm also creating a topic for each week or each day that we're together. So March 12th was yesterday, and over here I have uploaded a PDF of our PowerPoint, so you have access to all of the notes. This is the Jamboard that we collaborated on yesterday. Now, yesterday we had some issues with attendees' access to Jamboard and also to WhatsApp. So I have created links to, oops, hold on. I've created links to address those issues. So one of them was accessing Jamboard for mobile phones. And I will tell you that I am very lucky in that my partner, his job is working in educational technology for the university here. So anytime you have a question and I don't know the answer to that question, I can consult with him and then I will write up the response. I also on Tuesday, each Tuesday of every week, I have a standing meeting with our technical department at the university so that I can bring your questions to them and then communicate their expert answers with you. So if you were having trouble accessing Jamboard from a mobile phone, I suggest that you look at this document. What else is here? I also, we had trouble with people adding some frames to our Jamboard. This is a description of how to remove extra Jamboards in your Jamboard. Okay, how to join a WhatsApp and how to get started on WhatsApp. Yesterday, the main resource that we looked at was Jamboard, and here are some links on how to use Jamboard, a text explanation of how to use Jamboard, 20 tips for using Jamboard in the classroom, and how to create a Jamboard activity for every student. So these are 4 instructional resources that I hope will be useful to you. Video recordings of our Zoom meetings can be found here. This links to our Google Drive. So if you click Google Drive, here we have the recording of yesterday's class. It takes a while for videos to process and then be uploaded. So you may have to wait until tomorrow before this one is accessible. But because we're making all of these videos available, if you have to miss a course or a meeting, it's okay. You can come and view the video, and then you can explore the resources from that day on your own. Now, I will say, obviously, things come up and teachers are always improvising in the moment. So I'm not uploading very much in terms of today's activities. I will upload this after we've finished together and make sure that today's resources are current. Next, we have some important links. I just have to move you. Okay. This is the link to our Zoom for today, which doesn't do you any good really because I already gave it to you via email. But it can be challenging to keep track of Zoom links in emails. You look at the link and you think, wait, is this for this week? Is it from last week? When is this link from? So in the future, you can visit our Google Classroom and find the link to upcoming courses. I will also send it to you in an email as I've been doing, but if you're having trouble with it, you can always find it here. We're going to look at this in a second. We're going to look at this in a second, but here there's a link to our WhatsApp group, along with instructions on how to access WhatsApp. So I think an issue people may have been having yesterday was, in order to be added to a WhatsApp group, you need to first install WhatsApp on your phone. So if you haven't opened and installed that app, I can't invite you to join the group. And after you have linked WhatsApp to your phone, then you should be able to just click this link on your phone and be automatically added. But if you're still having issues with that, we can talk about those at the end of our meeting. I'm going to take a small break from going over the classroom and stop the share to check to see if we have any questions. So, Hadi.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes. Ahmed.
May I have a suggestion?
Sure.
Well, would it be possible just to make our upcoming, session or lectures through Google Meet instead of Zoom? Because you see now we are going to work on Google Classroom and it is inclusive. Would it be possible just to shift from Zoom to Google Meet? I believe that it will be okay for everything, even for recording, because recording would be saved there automatically. And since we work on these things, you see now, while we are teaching, I believe it would be very helpful. So what do you think?
I mean, I think that's a great suggestion. And I know that not everyone has a free access to, through their university, to the comprehensive Zoom. So I think we should take a poll about that and see what everyone's opinion is. But I think that's a very good suggestion. Are there any other questions? Or first, let me check in with Hadi to see, did any issues or questions come up while we were doing that?
So far, no questions.
Okay, wonderful. So let me open it up. Does anyone have any questions yet? Or suggestions, as Ahmed shared? Okay, so that brings us to the next thing we're going to do, which is we're going to talk about the times of the meetings, and we're going to talk about that through our Google Classroom with a doodle poll. So let me share my screen again. Okay. I'm not sure if you're familiar with doodle polls, but they're a really nice way to get a quick response concerning when a large group of people has time to meet together. So I've created a doodle poll for our workshop. And if you click here, you should be able to click the link and it will take you to Doodle, ELP program times. So you're going to type your name here, and then you're going to select all of the options that you're available to meet. Now, I think for everyone's sanity, we should try in the weeks going forward to have our meetings at the same time. But I will say that I am so sorry. On Fridays, I'm unable to be very flexible because in addition to these workshops that I'm conducting with you, I'm also managing a large pandemic assistance grant. And the only time that our committee can meet together, unfortunately, is Friday mornings at 9:30. So that means I need to meet with you at 2 p.m. on Fridays. On Saturdays, I can offer a little bit more flexibility. So what I would like for you to do, so that's why there's only one option on Friday, and there are several options on Saturdays. This doodle poll, if you scroll over, it encompasses just the first 2 weeks. And I am going to ask you to type your name, or when you open it.
Excuse me, Kathleen.
Yes?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I guess the times that are set in this poll are according to New York time zone.
It does say that, but it's not true.
Because on my screen, for example, on March 19th, it is 9 p.m., not 2 p.m.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I can share it with you if you want.
No, you know, I tried to change the time, but I couldn't find, so when the embassy communicates with me, they call the time in Baghdad Iraqi time, but Iraqi time doesn't come up. Iran comes up.
You can type Asia, Baghdad.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, no, but it changed now to you. All right. I'm going to have to edit the doodle poll. 1 second. ELP program times. Hold on. I'm going to edit the doodle poll. Thank you so much for noticing that. I tried to set it to Baghdad time, and it didn't work for me because I didn't know how to word that. So I appreciate that. And while I fix our doodle poll, I'm going to send you to our consent forms. So this consent form has two purposes. One purpose is I'd like to give you the opportunity to participate in a research project on online communicative approaches with Iraqi university faculty and trainers. You can decline to participate in this, and it will not affect your participation in the workshop in any way. So you can say yes or no, I do or do not want to participate in the research project. And I'm going to give you a second to look over this form. And I would appreciate it if you could then answer each of these questions. Yes or no, do you give your permission for your audio and video recordings to be used for educational purposes in classroom settings? So the State Department, this is related to both the research and our ELT program. The State Department wants to know if something goes well or poorly, and we have a video of it, which we do, can they share it with other people to provide training for future members of the program? So you can select yes or no there. And then, oops, this is an extra question. I have to delete it. This one, select yes or no for professional publications and presentations. So do you give your permission for your audio and video recordings to be used for professional purposes? And the last one is the date. So can everyone take a moment and try, please, to access that form through WhatsApp? Take 5 minutes to read through the form. I'm going to change the redundant question about presentations to a question of, would you like to participate in the research? And once again, you don't have to participate in the research, but read through it. And so everyone, can you click that link? While you're doing that, I will edit the times on our doodle poll, and then we'll come back. So let me know if you have any trouble opening that link, please.
Oh, we don't have the link yet.
So that link
Yes, I think you sent it privately again.
That link should be in the Google Classroom.
Okay.
So
okay, we got it here.
Yeah. So I think it's easier to just have all of the links in Google Classroom, because if someone sends you a private message in Zoom and you type a response, it only goes to that one person. So from now going forward, all of the links will be available in our Google Classroom. And I'll show you one more time just where the link lives.
Just within important links
classwork
at the bottom of the page.
And that is consent forms. So it's the very last thing. Has everyone accessed it?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So do you see any questions or problems?
Not yet so far. So far, not yet. No questions.
Okay, great. So let's take 5 minutes, please, to read through that. Select yours.
I'm sorry, but it's not clear for me, like how to participate in the online teaching in Iraq Kurdistan research.
Right, I'm adding that question right now. I think one of the questions was duplicated to, can we show your audio and video? So I'm just editing that question right now. But first, please make sure that you read through everything like carefully, like read through everything, and then I will add that question. Okay, so
there's a problem with the date, please. There is a problem with the date.
What is the problem?
Yeah. Well, it cannot be printed. Yeah, I tried
there
just
is a
to
problem,
print
but switch
the
off to
date.
English, not Arabic. Try to write the numbers in English, not in Arabic. It does not work in Arabic.
Well, it doesn't print anything.
Interesting. Let me change it to this. What happens now if you try the date?
Well, if you remove the, let me say, the star for required for the date, it would be very fine.
Okay. How about now? Okay. Okay, were you able to add the date now?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Great. Does anyone have any questions about the research project?
Well, once I finish, it is written here, something went wrong. Please try again.
Dr. Ahmed, at that time, I believe it was Dr. Kathleen who was working on the form. That's why your response was not submitted. So you have to try it again. I faced the same issue. So just try to fill in the form again.
Yeah. Thank you. And then what I'm going to do is come over here to Doodle. And I'm going to show you how to set up a doodle. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you. And to create a doodle poll where you can compile different times for a large group of people to meet. Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, to create a doodle poll, you're gonna navigate to doodle.com, and you do not need to sign up or log in, but you can if you want to. I've logged in a separate account, but not in this Google account that I'm using right now. All you need to do is press create a doodle. And then ELP program times, add a location. You don't need to, but we'll be online. You can add any message that you would like to. Your participants will see that. Then you're going to click continue. And we're considering what time to meet on Fridays and Saturdays. And I'm going to this time select the times that work for you. So 2 to 4, unfortunately, is the only time that I can meet. And then for the other days, let me look at my prior Doodle poll so that I don't get confused by the time change again. Those times were going to be, and all I do now is click here. So 3 to 4, and it's remembering that I set that. I want to make another option for 3:30 to 4. So I'm going to drag that here. I would like to make another option here. And I think the last option I put in was 5. But I can do later if you would like to. So we can do 5:30, 6, 6:30, 7. All right. So after you've got in all your times, and we'll just do next week for now, because we're going to keep the times after next week and going forward the same. We're going to press continue. Here, participants can indicate if an option is not ideal for them. And I don't mind, I'm not going to limit the number of votes because you can vote, and please do vote for as many as you are able to attend. And I would also like to know your names in case we need to communicate about it. I will press continue, and then I will press finish. And all times are displayed in Asia, Baghdad. That was the issue that we were having before. I'm going to copy this by pressing copy. I'm going to come down here and I am going to edit and add a new link. Add. Okay. All right, so now don't forget to click save. When you go to important links, there should be an updated doodle poll. So if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you could navigate here. Actually, I'm going to do that in my other browser just so you can see how it looks to the person who didn't create the poll. So I'll share screen. So that's our old one. If we go to Google Classroom, over to ELT programs, classwork, important links, poll on workshop times going forward, doodle, and now this has my name, and I am going to select, because I am free at all of these times, all of these options. Does anyone have any questions? All right, so please take a minute and fill out the doodle poll. Is anyone having any issues accessing our doodle poll?
Kathleen, could you please refer to the section in which the doodle form is available?
Sure. If you go to, whoops.
Important links, important links. Just click on important links and down you can say doodle.
Yeah, so when you navigate to our classroom, you're going to go up here to the middle and press classwork, and then scroll all the way down to important links. And then the second one down is our doodle poll.
Thanks a lot, Victor.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to ask you to finish the doodle poll for now. And we're out of time. So just briefly to wrap up. And I can stay today and talk to people. I don't have any meetings after this meeting. But to wrap up quickly, I'm going to share. So before our next meeting, and again, I appreciate and understand that everyone is an adult with a really busy life. But if you are able to, I would appreciate it if you could look over the materials in our Google Classroom and get familiar with them. Add any question to our discussions that you'd like me to research for us, and try one of the activities that we've done together. You might make a doodle poll, a jam board, or a WhatsApp group, although we'll talk about that a little bit more in the future with your students. And then next week, if you have time to try any of these activities, I'm going to create time in our workshop for you to tell me how things are going. So I'm going to stay on Zoom, and you are free to stay with me and we can chat informally. I can answer any questions. Just for expectations on the WhatsApp group, will review that throughout the week, but because of our time change, I'll probably be reviewing it while you're asleep. So I may not respond immediately. And to everyone in Kurdistan, happy Nowruz. And again, if you need to miss our workshops, that's all right. You can always access the recordings.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. And
That's very sweet.
take care.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Dear Kathleen, since I'm the
Thank you.
co-host, is it possible to go, to leave
Oh,
you
okay.
alone?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yes. It is definitely possible to go. Let me just remove your co-host permission. And Hadi, thank you so much for.
Thank you, Hadi.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Hadi. Thank you.
You did a
That was very
wonderful,
helpful.
wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Just want to
Thank
make
you.
sure
Thank you so
anyone
much.
have any problem, any issues in using G Suite services, you can contact me out of class hours, like informally.
How kind of
I'm
you.
always here.
ألف شكر هادي، ألف شكر لك.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hadi. Thank you very much.
See you soon. See you next
See you. Bye.
Thank you, Kathleen, and see you guys.
Thank you so much.
شكرا لكم جميعا. Thank you so much to all.
شكرا.
شكرا جزيلا.
مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.
Thana asks Hadi how we can contact him. He's in our email chain. So if you, let me actually show you, excuse me. Let me show you how you can find everyone's contact info. And I think something that I need to add to our Google Classroom, which I haven't yet, is a question about whether it's okay to share your information with everybody. But you know what? Instead of sharing my screen, which takes a little bit of time, and I know some people probably have places to be, I'm going to type Hadi's email right in here.
Thank you, Doctor, for your efforts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And Thana, were you able to get into the WhatsApp group?
No, I didn't, because the program is not downloaded to my laptop. So I need to open my email on my phone, then I download I'll try today.
Well, so tell me, what kind of phone do you have?
Galaxy S7.
Galaxy 7?
7, yeah.
Okay, so before you can, you can't just open it on your phone. You're going to need to go into, I think it's Google Play on an Android,
Yes.
and type in WhatsApp and install.
No, I have WhatsApp program on my phone.
Oh.
But it can't download it on my laptop. So I need to open my Gmail on my phone first, then I will get the link.
Oh, I see. So you have it on your phone, you just don't have it on your computer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I need to download Windows 10. My program is Windows 7, as I think. Yes, Windows 7. So I need to put replace it with Windows 10.
Okay, I see.
Sana, you can open it on your computer without download the WhatsApp application. You can simply go to Google and try to WhatsApp web, then try to connect your phone with your computer. It's the easiest way to open WhatsApp on your laptop without download the program.
No, yes, dear Wafa, thank you very much for your cooperation.
You're
I tried yesterday, but I can't. It doesn't accept the link.
I don't sure if I have your number, so I'll help you. I can help you with this.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Wafa. And Thana, again, if you try again today and it still doesn't work,
okay. Yes, doctor, I'll try.
But you can, if it doesn't work, you can send me an email and I can set up a meeting for you with one of our tech support people at my university who can help troubleshoot. Okay.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. Does anyone else have any questions or problems that they have been encountering during our workshop that they'd like to talk about before you go? No? Okay. Well, I still see several people logged in. It may be because they're logged in on other devices, but did anyone else have anything to chat about before we go?
Actually, I'm still here because I don't want to miss anything.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Haim. And again, Haim, how do you pronounce your name?
Hiyam. It's Hiyam. Hiyam al-Muslimawi.
Yeah.
Hiyam. Yeah.
Thank you.
Catherine,
I have a question about the concert form.
I'm sorry, about what?
About the concert form.
Oh yeah, please ask that question.
You want to do it now, right now, or next time?
Oh, I would love for you to fill out the consent form now if you can, but you can do it at any time.
I will, because when I check it, I'm already they make the sign, but I'm not. My question exactly about the date. I will put the date of today.
Oh,
That's my
awesome.
question.
Yeah, if you can put in today's date, that's great. And if the date function doesn't work, I took the suggestion and made it not required. So it is okay if you can't add the date. And again, you don't have to participate in the research. It won't affect your ability to attend these sessions at all. So please don't feel obliged to participate.
Okay, I will see. Yeah, I will see. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And let's see, Ahmed, were you also having trouble? I think we have two Ahmeds. It's hard to keep track of on Zoom.
I'm not sure about there is one, his name Ahmed, but you can
Yes.
call me Ahmed Fahid. It's okay.
Okay, Ahmed Fahid. Were you having some issues accessing the WhatsApp group as well?
Yes, I've changed my password for my personal password. I have my my Gmail password.
Okay, and
That's why-
and do you have access now?
Yeah, I'm already there.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Great. Great.
I just try to check everything what you said before.
Great, I appreciate that. And again, if you have any technical issues, again, I'm not, so I've worked in language teaching methodologies online, but I am not a technical support specialist, but I do have access to a team of technical support specialists. So if there's something that we can't troubleshoot and fix, I can connect you with someone here who can work on your technical problems.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other comments or things to say before we go? All right, well, I hope you enjoy your afternoons, and I am going to go take my dog for a walk. So please feel free to be in touch on WhatsApp, on Gmail, and in our Google Classroom, and I will look forward to continuing to work with you.
Thank you so much.
Inshallah. Have a nice day.
Inshallah, you too.
Bye.
شكرا
Bye-bye.
جزيلا شكرا جزيلا
لا شكرا على واجب.